Hi, what's up beautiful people? Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Bridget and welcome to my spot where we talk everything motherhood, parenthood, ministry and all around lifestyle. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make pancakes. So in Uganda, where I come from, there is a kind of pancakes we make that are really different from what you may call English or American pancakes or pancakes in other people's worlds. But today I want to also try out something new. So I've done it several times and today I would want to do it on camera and see whether it comes out well, just like it's been coming out. So I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe. Let us dive in and let us see how our pancakes are going to come out. Okay, so this is what I have. My ingredients are flour, a cup of milk, baking powder, butter or prestige, 2 eggs, sugar and salt. Basically, that is all I need. Some can incorporate in honey and other things. So let us start. So I have 2 empty bowls. I prefer using 2 separate bowls, but you could mix all this in one. But this is my preference. You get. So we go ahead, pour your flour into that. It's 1 cup of flour into the bowl, and then get a separate bowl. That is where I'm going to beat like my eggs. I've used 2 eggs. You can use 1, 3 depending on your preference. So me, I usually do 2 eggs or 1. You get. And then after that, just beat them well. Make sure it is firm, like very firm. And then get sugar. Depending on how much sugar you take, using the small teaspoon. So I added only 3. Yes, I've added only 3 teaspoons of sugar. And then the next thing is a pinch of salt. So sometimes I mix the salt and the baking powder with the flour, and sometimes I just put it direct in this mixture, as you can see. So depending on what you want. Yes, so get your baking powder. This is the particular brand I use, and then add in like 2 tablespoons. Don't make it too much and don't make it too little. You can just balance. And then after that, mix it also very well. So please note, the reason as to why I did 1 cup of flour is because I don't want to make very many. I want to make at least like 8 to 10 pancakes. Yes, that is why I used 1 cup. So I didn't want to do too many. Anyway, so get again your first mixture of eggs and stir it very well. Yeah, ensure that everything is firm. As you can see, yeah, actually in just a few minutes this whole thing should be done. It's very easy to make, and I hope this recipe is really going to work for you. Anyway, let us go ahead. So remember, we have a cup of milk. If you don't take milk, you could use water. Yes, I know someone who has used water and it came out well. So pour the milk in the mixture of eggs. Other people might choose to do everything in the other bowl where the flour is, but I choose to just, separate them. Then after that, pour, like you can see, to the flour. So pour slowly such that you don't make it too thick or too light. So just keep pouring until you get the right let me call it a very tender and a very smooth mixture of everything that we've mixed together. So as you can see, that is still hard, and that is why I went ahead. I continued, adding my milk, eggs, and all those things that I made in the mixture. So just go ahead, keep stirring. Everything that I do in my kitchen, I really do it manually. Yes, maybe when I get an electric mixer, I will mix. But for now, I'm mixing manually with my hand and that simple mixer. So just keep, stirring and depending on how thick you want it to be. Then if you were wondering, the importance of prestige is it is what I'm using as my butter or oil. So what I did is that I melted 3 spoons of this prestige. Why I like it, it's because it has a very good scent, the smell that comes out of it. So after melting it on fire, I get it after it's a bit cool down. Then that is why I mix it again in my whole mixture of stuff. So get your pan ready, on the gas or charcoal stove, whatever you're using. And then this is the spoon I'm going to be using for scooping. If you have any other kind, you could use that, but I prefer using that kind of spoon. So get that particular scoop. Depending on how big you want it to be, you could scoop a little or much, just like I did. And then when you pour on minimum fire, make sure that it brings these small dots. As you can see, they are very you just give it like a minute and then they will develop. So after developing, you're going to turn to the other side, just like I did. I'm not a chef, so I didn't make it perfect, but it's okay. I am also getting there. So don't press it or anything, just keep turning, and then the process goes on and on. So this is my second pancake. Same procedure. You pour, depending on how big you want it to be. Allow those small bubbles to form. Are they bubbles? But ensure that they form. Give it minimum fire, then turn again. As you can see, very perfect. So that is how it comes out. You go on and on until your last pancake. So this is what I came out with. I made I think like eight or nine of them, and they were very yummy. So this can come in as a relief on days where you don't want to eat bread and you just make a simple breakfast or a snack during the day or in the evening. So you don't need to eat bread every time, but you can come up with something very simple and affordable as this. Yes, we've come to the end of our video, and I hope you have learned really so much, and I'm hoping that you're going to try out this recipe. I'm giving it to you free of charge, and then you will be back to tell us and let us know how it came out, how it turned out, whether it was nice or whether you needed to add in something else. Thank you so much for working. Thank you so much for coming this far with me, and see you in the next video, and the Lord bless you. Ciao.